Hello and welcome back to South Coast Busways, here at the Southampton City Garage with Solent Red, where we're looking at one of, three even, of the N94 Omni-Cities that we got last week, which we put on the first Solent Red service, the oddball choice, Route 36, which, you know, definitely oddball choice. So this week, we're going to do two more Solent Reds, and they're going to be not this oddball. They're going to be, you know, think about the routes that we should have done. It's probably going to be two of them. And they're going to be single-digit numbers, because Southampton. We're starting with the 5, which goes from Calmore, down this way, down the big main road, into Southampton, and then continues on through the other side, via Netley, and then into Hamble. That's going to be quite the journey, and it's going to be quite busy as well. Then, we're going to be doing the 8, which will start in Southampton city centre, at Britton Street, which I believe is here or here. And then it's going to go up through this way, back down onto the main road, follow the 5 briefly, and then it's going to go this way out to Cadnam, right to the edge of the map. And as a result of today, I will finally have network coverage in Calmore done. So I'm very hyped about that. So let's grab the hex code. Thank you very much. And let's get on with it. So, ooh, big lag. This is a big lag. I definitely hit, wow, 46th route. Love that. This is the 5. Calmore to Hamble. So, time-lapse me, if you don't mind. And the 5 is finally done. The 5 is an absolute beast of a route, takes over 2 hours return before I've put any timing points in, and it's almost 30 miles. It's so long that my PC crashed, and this is the second attempt of building the route, which happened with the Solent Limited as well. What is it with this map and just killing my PC? I would appreciate it if it didn't, because I'm really liking this map. Anywho, this is going to be very, very frequent, I imagine. Yes, it is going to be very, very frequent. So, with that in mind, I'm going to set this timetable up, and I will see you at the end. So, the timetable for the 5 is done, and as you can see, it's a bit crazy. So, I wanted it to run every 10 minutes during the day, and have a half-hourly sort of overnight service. So I've split that timetable up into 24-hour, half-hourly timetables, and, you know, sort of supplemental half-hourly timetables to bring it up to every 10 minutes during the day. And, well, it's not perfectly 24 hours, it's actually more like 23 hours. There is an hour-long gap between midnight and 1 AM during the week, and I've tried to keep that throughout. So, the timetable is very, very complicated. As you can see, there's like clusters of buses, and then it sort of works itself out. And then there's clusters of buses at the end. And Sunday is a little different in that the frequency is lower on Sundays. So, overnight it's every half hour, as normal. And then during the day it's every 12 minutes instead of every 10, and that's just done with a single timetable in each direction. And hopefully... yes, we're going to use the WV type on this. And it's going to go from Southampton City. We will activate that now. And because the game's still paused, I will go back and check. Edit timetable. Or even timetable preview, Monday. Let's have a look. It's got some fairly hefty stand time, just to make sure that the route is absolutely rock solid. So 5 gets into Hamble at 6:17. It will go out on the 6:30, where it will get to Calmore at 7:55. Oh my! Oh, okay. Okay, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That brings us to 6:50. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We need 20 buses for this route alone. That's a bit of a yikes. So, let's confirm that. And that, I don't think that's going to cut it. Unfortunately, we are maxed out on loans. I might have to use the glitch. Let's use the glitch, shall we? So, I didn't anticipate wanting to make this a 24-hour route, so there's no branding for it, but if I'd anticipated that, then maybe there would be some. In fact, there definitely would be some branding had this been a 24-hour service from the get-go in my mind. But we're just going to go with basic sort of spec bus. I'm going to buy them 9 at a time, just to make sure the game doesn't freak out. Go to Solent Red, and it's the WV type in stealth. So, as from the episode of Glasgow that went out at the wrong time, oh, that's really off-center, that I need to fix that. That's really bad. Oh well, it's going to be like that for now. It's not going to stay like that. That's more off-camera work for me to do. Woo! But there is a slightly updated Gemini 3 livery. Let's buy another 9. Indeed. There. Boop. And that will take us up to 18. And so now I just want to buy 6. And that will bring us up to 24. Which should cover us, in theory. There we go. And boom, we are at minus 750,000. Oh dear. So let's go over to these. All 24 of these things. Jeez. So many, and they look gorgeous. I changed the sort of shades around so that it's a little bit easier to see the fact that there are actually 2 arcs in the Morse livery. But there we are. Pause the game again so that these don't count all the way down. And I'm gonna look at my fleet spreadsheet because I'm buying these out of sequence. Right, so we are starting from WV2130. So, Solent Red, SC, and we'll use the same bridges, so that's HX17 SMU and WV2130. And I'll get these all done. So many of them. And finally we have HX17SNT, better known as WV2153. There are a lot of these. So I'm going to go onto the shift scheduler. Apparently there's nothing on today, it's just tomorrow. Oh, I see, it all counts as tomorrow. We don't have enough drivers. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough drivers. We have like practically enough to run the 5 alone. So let's just, you know, just hire a bunch, you know? Love when the game gives you like 3 good options and that's it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 81 drivers? Let's go with some more. I don't want a driver shortage. 86 should be enough. There we go. So now, I'll just get all these assigned. So, we're actually only short 2 buses, which I was expecting if we were going to be short, we would be short by quite a few, so 2 I'm happy with. And I'm also happy with pulling from the Solent Limited in order to make up for that. So I'll just take these off and put these on and then find somewhere to put these. There we go, I've done it. Ignore that one missing assignment, that's for something at WR that's not going, and I have plans to address WR in the near future. But, for now, I'm going to get the thumbnail screenshot. And, ooh, I'm going to endure a lag spike. And I'm going to put the game on mega speed mode. And await the first 5. Although what I'm going to do in the meantime is just copy that. Paste it. Just to get the rest of the week in, so that I don't need to worry about that. And then, as and when I can fill those empty spots, we'll be good. However, we're not going to be able to get around to the second route that I had planned today, which was going to be not quite as insane as the 5. Ooh, we have many coverage of Calmore. Very, very nice. So, the first 5 is underway at 1 AM from Calmore to Hamble. And it's busy because there's an environment day, I think. Is it an environment day or an event? It's an environment day. So this route won't be doing these numbers, but the fact that it's doing these numbers regardless is kind of insane. What on earth is going on? That routing has clearly not gone well. I'll definitely have to have a look at that when I'm done. But we seem to be doing okay. Absolutely wild routing through the city centre. That's probably horrible in real life. But, you know. Over the bridge. Going through Itchen and Solent. And, like, the places along this way that I can't remember the name of, but a lot of people seem to live here. So, you know. This is... Oh! I've just realised that the other night service on the Isle of Wight only runs on weekends. So this is only the second 24-hour daily service. Well, it's the first one of those, but it's, you know, it's only the first service that runs all night, every night. Okay, that's kind of cool. We got a call from a primary school. No, thank ya. Right, going back the other way from Hamble towards Calmore. It's definitely quiet at this end of the route. Definitely quiet. But that feels realistic. Over the Itchen Bridge and back into Southampton city centre, going the worst way possible, I have no doubt. And then up through Southampton Central Station. That didn't work the way I intended. And then along the fast road up to Totton. And now in Totton, just up to Calmore and do a loop. A loop. And that'll be going out in about half an hour. Very nice. So, with that whole mess, and this whole mess that has just occurred, I will see you next week. Oh, yeah, I was trying to get the route map up. Anyway, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.